Hey guys, it's Sarah here with Angel Publishing. Just wanted to answer some questions for this week's 5 and 5. So first up we have, do you think it's safer to keep your cash in a bank or at your house? So personally, I would keep my cash in a bank just because banks specifically have their accounts insured through FDIC up to $250,000. I know sometimes people put things in like a safe deposit box in banks as well. That is also a bad idea just because nothing in safe deposit boxes are insured whatsoever. It would be better to keep like a fire safe in your home, and that can be put under your homeowner's insurance. Like prime example, there was a hurricane that hit a couple of years ago, and there were some Capital One specifically, just because that's where I used to work, Capital One branches that were completely just wiped off the face of the planet. So all those people's belongings in the safe deposit boxes were just gone forever, and there's no way that you can do any type of getting them back, no insurance, nothing. So ideally, keep cash in a bank if you're not investing it, and put your other valuables in a safe in your home. All right, next question. How much cash do banks typically have on site or in the safe? So this really all depends on each branch location. Some are located near certain businesses that might have a lot of cash deposits, but usually banks will ship out an excess amount of money if they have a restriction on how much they can have in that specific location. So that's why normally if you need to withdraw a large amount of money, we, at least in the past, would ask that you let us know in advance just so we can make sure that we have the appropriate amount of bills to give you the cash that you're trying to withdraw. All right, kind of following that question, what is a CTR? So a CTR stands for Currency Transaction Report, and that is something that is reported to the government anytime there's any type of cash transaction that exceeds $10,000. This is really just to kind of deter any type of it's for anti-money laundering. So just to make sure that no one's doing anything bad. I know a lot of people don't want the government to know what they're doing with their money, but CTRs, as long as you're not doing anything sketchy, they mean no harm. So if you intentionally are like, oh, let me only withdraw $9,900 or only deposit that amount, they'll end up reporting you for being suspicious because they'll know that you're trying to avoid the CTR. So as long as you got nothing to hide, just withdraw what you need and complete the CTR. It's not that big of a deal. All right, will a cashless society render regional bank locations obsolete? So probably eventually, but as of right now, we're not gonna be in a cashless society for a while, in my opinion. But as of right now, we're definitely still gonna have branches for a while. There just might be few and far between because a lot of people are now starting to really use ATMs since you can deposit money at ATMs now. A lot of them offer different bill denominations when you're withdrawing, and you can even make credit card payments in some as well. And there's a bunch you can do with your online banking, which I also am a huge advocate for because I just don't like having to go into a bank, I'll be honest. All right, and then how hard or easy is it to rob a bank? Honestly, if you got a man on the inside, still can be kind of hard. If you want the real info, gotta let me know personally. Psych, just kidding. But honestly, there's a lot of security measures within banks, just even within the employees, just so that not one person knows the code to get into the safe by themselves. They usually have it split up into parts so that I only know half of it or a third of it, and you need multiple different people in order to open it. And you have to sign off on a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty hard basically, unless you're working in a bank and then you take money that you're technically responsible for, and then they'll basically blame you and you'll be the one to get in trouble. So I just wouldn't risk it. All right, there it is, 5 questions, 5 and 5. If you have any other questions you'd like for us to answer, feel free to leave a comment below. But again, make sure to like, subscribe, and just stay tuned for the other videos we've got coming up. All right, see ya.